NBA Youngboy. I think this is a very interesting artist. This might be an artist that I've been trying to speak about for quite some time, but I've had to get my information around him, wrap my head around him, what he is and who he is as an artist. So I enjoyed this very interesting rap topic today. NBA Youngboy, probably arguably one of the, if not one of the biggest artists besides Drake, Kendrick Lamar. He's got that very big GOAT status. And I think and I feel like even though you don't listen to NBA Youngboy, I kind of feel like everyone knows who he is. We know who he is. Youngboy, Cantrell. I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. I never used to be a listener of Youngboy. I still am not. I am not considered, and I don't want to consider myself a fan of him. Not because I have slander towards him. I have a lot of respect for him as an artist. But I kind of have to be honest, and he's not a really good person. If you look at what he's done in the past, and he still is till this day, he gets into a lot of trouble and other shit that he doesn't have to do because he's a millionaire, man. My man made it out of the projects. He grew up. Interesting enough, a lot of people I feel like don't know this. He was actually TBG, Top Boy Gorilla, before he turned 4K Trey, rapping that Green Slime Gang, whatever it is. You didn't know that, huh? Yeah, well, now you know. He actually used to be friends and cool with G Money. Used to be cool with Fredo Bang. I know you heard about that. I fuck with both of them. One of my favorite artists, Fredo Bang from Louisiana. He actually commented about a month ago on one of my videos that I made about him prior, a couple of months before. He was locked up in jail, but it's been free for almost 2 months. But anyways, Youngboy has been in and out of jail. He's been in all sort of shit in the past, and still to this day, unfortunately, gets into trouble. He recently just got released. I think he got released before Fredo Bang did. I'm pretty sure about a week or 2, 3 ago he got released before that. But Youngboy is an individual that I have listened to in the past. His first song was Untouchable in 2016. I think he uploaded that around May. That's really the breakthrough song of NBA Youngboy as who we know as today as Cantrell. Now, obviously, besides the music, we all know he's got a lot of kids, a lot of baby mamas, which is that like a cultural thing with black artists that they just have a lot of baby mamas and kids? Not a racist question. I'm just being very honest. I mean, if you look at Boosie and some other black artists that I don't know the name of, but I know some of them got a lot of kids. The fuck's up with them having so many kids? I know they got so much money, but could you imagine the money they have to give these females, each an individual, every single month? And on baby cat, that's a lot of fucking money, dude. We're talking about tens of thousands, up 100,000 a month. Why don't you just use condoms? I don't get it. Anyways, besides the point, right? He's got a lot of baby mothers, a lot of kids, but let's go from him as a POV, a point of view of his music. I've had to sort of listen to him a lot of the times. I'm like, fuck, this is, I wouldn't want to say arguably bad music, but it's a different type of music. Youngboy has really got that, I want to say, yeah, kind of a unique flow. Because there's not really any type of artist that I can name except Youngboy himself that sounds like Youngboy. It sounds the same melody-wise, hooks, everything else. I must admit, some of his songs are very good. Some of his songs, it's questionable. Like, is this really good or is this, yeah. Untouchable is one of those songs that it's just like, it only hits good when you want to listen to it. Some of the songs I do like, and some of the songs I just completely don't like. But I have been recently, liking his videos and his music. I don't follow him on Instagram because if you know he doesn't have Instagram, or well, he has a secret hidden Instagram which not a lot of people know of, but I can't be fucking asked to type that in, to be honest. Now I do know that they dropped a mixtape / album last year, Rich the Kid with NBA Youngboy. That album was freaking insane. I loved that album for real because Rich the Kid is also one of my favorite artists. I've been rocking with him for quite a while. Him and Youngboy are very close friends, it seems like. And they haven't actually collabed since that album, unfortunately. They haven't dropped any form of new projects together because, Youngboy was incarcerated, if I'm not mistaken, when they did in 2021. He'd been caught up in a shooting in Miami, I think that's a year and a half ago. He's been into a lot of shit with the law, man. It's insane how a kid like him with all this money, all this wealth, all this fame still gets into trouble. I guess that street shit always catches up to you regardless if you got fame or not. I mean, unfortunately, look at Young Dolph, he's been shot at multiple times before prior to his death. I don't think we should all act surprised. I was fucking surprised when Young Dolph got murdered, man. I was like, damn, no way, dude. But let's not forget, Young Dolph had a lot of ups besides just CMG, Yo Gotti, Moneybag, Black Youngster. He had quite a few street beefs as well, You gotta remember that. It's the same with Youngboy. He doesn't just have beef with TBG, Top Boy Gorilla. He has a lot of street beef as well with other people we don't even know about or aren't really in the spotlight, Because whenever people ask about Fredo Bang, fucking, oh yeah, He's the up of NBA Youngboy, NBA Youngboy, Fredo Bang. Oh, yeah. They used to be cool. They used to be like little homies together, Interesting fact, Youngboy got introduced to rapping and started rapping because of introduction to G Money, who got, rest in peace by the way, shot and murdered at a gas station a couple of years ago, I think in Baton Rouge, if I'm not mistaken. Which is kind of fucked up. They used to all be cool to get together, but anyways, I'm getting sidetracked and I'm very sorry. Youngboy is an artist that I've had to grow up on. Unlike Fredo Bang has that very one-tone sort of voice, he can switch it up, singing and rapping. Youngboy as well. I feel like they're both very talented, but I'm getting sidetracked there, I'm very sorry. Youngboy is a good artist. Now, do I consider him as a legend? Unfortunately, no. I feel like the term legend gets overused so much in goddamn media and in the rap world in general. It's the same thing with Pop Smoke. Unfortunately, you can't call him a legend. He never was a legend, to be fair. I feel like people only use the word legend because of his passing, or I would rather say murder, obviously, because he didn't just pass away, he got murdered. And the same thing with X, Lil Peep, and Juice WRLD. These people are unfortunately not legends, and I don't get why people use the term legend, to be honest, because they've never been a legend, never were gonna be. But Youngboy is definitely in the top 5 artists of this generation. Number 1, easy without a doubt, Kendrick, highly likely. I feel like Youngboy at this point has developed a status of Kendrick Lamar, because Kendrick Lamar can disappear for fuck knows how long. God, he's been gone for years, comes back, drops arguably one of the hottest songs of 2021, Summer, with Baby Keem, and dips again, and he's gonna highly likely be back this year or next year or the year after, but still gets the job done. He does have Instagram, but he does fucker with it. And it's the same thing kind of with Youngboy. I feel like you can definitely compare Youngboy and Kendrick when it comes to status, not music-wise at least, with all due respect. Let's be very honest, Kendrick does top off Youngboy respectfully, lyric-wise, and just in general message-wise. Because I feel like when it comes to Kendrick Lamar, he has a sort of meaning behind his music. With Youngboy, it's just, you get what I mean, right? It's just more about killings and stuff. It's generic rap, you would want to call it. But he's definitely got the status of Kendrick Lamar, that he can disappear for a couple of weeks/months, but people still fuck with him heavy. He's definitely got a very strong, solid fan base, but his fan base is also corny as fuck, if I gotta be very honest. I'm not a Youngboy fan, neither am I a Youngboy hater, but goddamn, dude, his fans cringe the shit out of me. It just makes my balls all twitch and makes me want to cut my own dick off, because I can't listen to these comments. Oh, Youngboy better, this and that. It's cringe, and it's gotten to the point that it's just not funny anymore. It kind of never really was funny. I guess sort of maybe in the beginning, but it's gone to an eventual point that it's like, this is just cringy and corny as fuck, man. Come on. Youngboy better, this and that. Youngboy gets pregnant better. It's a couple of things. I'm like, alright, this is quite funny, but for the rest, it's just corny shit, just the same stuff over and over. You get what I mean? I just put some ice on my baby. But I do like Youngboy. Don't get me wrong. I love some of his music. I do. Some of it I just completely don't. But I feel like most of us can agree with that with an artist nowadays. Some of their songs are good. Some of their songs are fucking terrible. Same thing goes with all due respect to Youngboy. Some of his songs are really good, and some of them are like, yeah, a 16-year-old could make this, very honestly, arguably. A SoundCloud rapper could and should make this at its age. But his music lately I've been liking. He just recently got released from jail about a month ago. And his song he made about a month ago, very nice. I liked it at the beginning, like the one with the alligator walk. I'ma get him stepped on. That's the alligator walk. That's a cool song, I guess. But I like the one prior, before Alligator Walk. That's a chill one. It gives me a nice chill vibe. NBA Youngboy is also the type of person who don't like social media that much, and I completely fully understand. But at the end of the day, that's the life of a social media star or a celebrity in general, man. You've got to use social media. But when you get an eventual status like Youngboy, you don't need social media to stay relevant. This guy, and I really hope to God that he does remain like this and doesn't do fucking stupid stuff again, because he's got to stay out of the way of the police, man. The man's got a lot of stuff to lose, and it will be a very big shame and sadness if he does go into custody again, go to prison, which, unfortunately, as much as I hate to admit, I have a bad feeling that Youngboy's going to get in trouble. I'm not saying this year, but eventually he's highly likely going to get caught up into some form of legal trouble, and it's going to be fucked eventually, because, if he's done it so often, eventually the court's just going to side, fuck it, 20 years of prison. You say there, good behavior 16. Unfortunately, that's the same thing that's going on with Push Icy. He's indicted, but nobody knows when he's coming at home. He keeps on saying in his record label 1017, which is owned by Atlanta Records, co-signed by Gucci Mane, who's a CEO, the co-founder. They keep on saying he's coming home soon, but unfortunately, I got some bad news. That motherfucker ain't coming out soon, nor later, man. What he done is a criminal offense. The man had a gun possession that's 10 years, and shooting is 20 years in Miami. They don't play around in Miami nightclubs, man, or in Miami in general with the gun law. Possession of a gun, if it ain't registered, that shit is a 10-year offense, man. I don't actually know if guns are legal even if they're registered in Miami. Let me know. But yeah, no, I do like Youngboy. I hope he stays out of trouble because he doesn't have a potential. He's already reached his potential, I feel like, music-wise. Just hope he stays safe and doesn't run into any weird troubles, man, because he's definitely an artist we can definitely consider is one of the greater ones of this generation, like the past decade, you know, with Drake, Kendrick, Future, you know, etc. I just hope he remains calm and stays calm and keeps making music. Thank you.